Hi everybody, this is The Lost Boy with your gaming news and my opinions, and thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video or agree with what I said, feel free to like and subscribe, and remember to hit that notification bell if you'd like to see new videos when they come out. So, EA is now under a criminal investigation for illegal gambling. Wow. Earlier this year, the subject of loot boxes in video games became a pretty hotly debated and much discussed issue. For those who may not know, loot boxes are items purchasable with real-world money which contain one or more random items for in-game use. After several games publishers pushed the concept far enough to enrage many gamers, the story eventually got picked up by news outlets and was brought to the attention of the general public as well as the powers that be. Several governments started looking into whether or not loot boxes actually constitute gambling, and while New Zealand and the UK both decided that they don't, Belgium and the Netherlands declared that loot boxes are indeed gambling. In the intervening several months, it seems that most publishers operating within Belgium and the Netherlands have taken the opportunity to alter or remove loot crates from any games being played in those countries. But not EA. Apparently, EA has simply refused to change anything at all, and is now in breach of Belgium's rules. The Belgian Gaming Commission has requested that loot boxes be clearly labeled as a form of gambling as well as the odds of winning, adding that developers who refuse will face criminal charges. Personally, I hate loot boxes and have never paid for one in my life. Although I won't quite refuse to play a game simply because it features loot boxes, I have to tell you that it is a very large deterrent, and any hint of pay to win and you can count me out completely. Next up, Nintendo has announced that its Nintendo Switch Online service, or NSO, will begin on Wednesday, September 19th. And just leave it to Nintendo to find yet another way to shoot itself in the junk. The online service is to be a paid service, but at $20 US, it manages to come in at a much friendlier price point than Xbox Live and PS Plus, which cost just about triple that, as well as offering an even better value in a family plan. The paid service will allow players to continue playing first-party games online, which has been free up till now. It will also offer a smattering of classic Nintendo games with added features such as online multiplayer, as well as cloud game save backups, which is a feature that players have been heavily requesting since the launch of the Switch. So good news, right? Unfortunately, as is often the case, they're managing to Nintendo-fy the situation by making things complicated, confusing, and kind of disappointing. The problem is that, counterintuitively, the game save feature is not supported by all games on the Switch, so now Switch owners will need to check to see if a given game will allow saves to be uploaded to the cloud. This does really seem like a first world problem, and it's great that this feature is being added at all, but there seems to be no real reason why certain games won't support it. This is especially true when you hear the reason Nintendo has given, which states that cloud game saves would allow players opportunities to cheat in games via such methods as duplicating items or reverting to a previously higher online ranking after losing that ranking fair and square. This seems absolutely the opposite of what makes sense. To my understanding, hosting save files on an internal company server is almost the only way to absolutely guarantee that no one can mess with things like stats or items by messing with game saves. Most MMO or online-only games host game saves internally for this exact reason. One game I've played that does this is The Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm fairly sure games like Overwatch and Fortnite do as well. Oh well, I guess you can just chalk it up to Nintendo being Nintendo. I sometimes wonder how different the entire gaming landscape would be if Nintendo could stop managing to keep getting in its own way. But it seems like that's not really ever going to happen. That's it for this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. All of your views, comments, and support are greatly appreciated. Always remember your happy thought, and I'll see you next time.